Okay, let's just get right into this. Welcome to this METLOD explainer. I'm going to tell you right up front, there is absolutely zero soft talk today. We are stripping away the illusions, the comforting lies, and all those excuses we tell ourselves. Today, we are looking straight at the uncomfortable, savage truth about what it actually takes to win. And I don't mean what it takes to just participate or show up. I'm talking about what it takes to completely dominate your space. It's a brutal architecture of discipline, and we're going to break it down piece by piece. 3 a.m. It's not just a random time on a clock, right? It is a literal dividing line in human psychology. This is the exact moment the average guy rolls over, pulls the covers back up, and decides that his immediate comfort is just way more important than his ambition. But it's also the exact moment the beast gets to work. When the entire world is completely silent, the true competitors are already in motion. So, I really have to ask you directly, what gets you out of bed? Because listen, it's not your alarm clock, it's not your parents, it's not your friends, and it is definitely not some motivational truck you listen to. It's you. It is that dog inside of you that absolutely refuses to be average. You are literally the only one who can make this happen for yourself. If you're sitting around waiting for some magical feeling of inspiration to strike, you're going to be waiting forever. Section 1. The 3 a.m. advantage. Winning happens in the dark. We've all got this crazy illusion that greatness is built under the bright lights of a stadium or, in a flashy boardroom. It's not. Greatness is forged in the shadows. At 1 a.m., at 3 a.m., when absolutely no one is there to applaud you. Just think about the brutal math of the 15-minute trap. Your average mind wakes up at 2:45 in the morning and says, oh, just 15 more minutes. I'll just close my eyes for 15 minutes. But the beast mind knows that if you go back to sleep, you probably won't wake up until 4 or 5. You are literally trading your entire dream for a quarter of an hour of weak comfort. And while you're sleeping, slipping further and further behind, some other guy out there got up at 3 a.m. He just gained 30 minutes on you today. You literally just handed him the victory. True champions do not wait for the sun to come out. They don't wait for the lights to come on. I was born in the dark, shaped in the dark, molded by the dark. They build their entire empire in pitch black. It's the process of the grind, studying without a coach looking over your shoulder, putting in those extra, agonizing reps in a completely empty room, that actually shapes you. It is the dark that molds you into a weapon. Section 2. Grow your mental teeth. Becoming a monster. You have to undergo a complete metamorphosis here. Because the hard truth is, you cannot survive in the wild if you are harmless. Society wants to tell you to be the average man. Be harmless, be quiet, take a back seat, and just sheath that competitive instinct. Well, they're wrong. Winning demands you become a monster. You have to grow those mental teeth. You have to become a shark. Because when you finally realize you are dangerous, you stop just hoping things work out, and you begin to absolutely demand success for yourself. You bow your back a little bit, you walk a little different, and you put forward a level of effort that tells the whole world, do not come for me. And the absolutely crucial point is this. Toughness isn't some switch you can just flip on when it's suddenly convenient. You have to develop a relentless doggedness. And the only way to do that is to practice being tough every single day. Listen to me very closely. You cannot practice being tough by quitting every single time you get tired. You can't practice being tough by stopping every time you just don't feel like it. Life doesn't give a damn that you're tired. I absolutely love this concept. You should be a monster, an absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it. Being dangerous is a non-negotiable prerequisite for greatness. You must have that inner beast fully turned on, living and breathing beast mode. But discipline, waking up early, actually doing the reps, that is the leash you use to control that monster, so you can direct all that destructive energy straight toward your obstacles. Section 3. Recycle pain into productivity. Your fuel for the fire. In this game, suffering is an absolute guarantee. You are going to fail. You will be disappointed, and you will be hurt. The only question that matters is, how do you weaponize that pain? This is a complete radical mindset shift regarding failure. The mission got canceled? Good. Now we can focus on another one. You didn't get the job? Good. You now have the time to go out, gain more experience, and build a way better resume. Got injured? Good. You needed a break from the physical training so you can actually read and learn. Every single piece of adversity, every setback, is just raw material. You just throw it into the fire. You recycle that pain into productivity. You don't get startled. You go on the attack. The fatal flaw with most guys is they get wimpy. They literally let their pain become their identity. You have to stop crying about your circumstances and use that exact raw energy to push straight through the storm. Because at the end of pain is your success. At the end of pain is your millions. At the end of pain is your reward. If you quit now, that pain is going to last forever. But if you push through, the pain subsides and greatness takes its place. And when people doubt you, when they are literally laughing at you for working in the dark while they're out clubbing and partying, you don't argue with them. You don't try to kill them with kindness. No, you torture them with massive success. The absolute best revenge against the haters is undeniable, overwhelming victory. You ignore their noise and you outwork every last one of them until there is absolutely nothing left for them to talk smack about.
Section 4. The Dark Alley Grind, the Arena of Champions.
So, how do we actually get that massive success? We step into the arena where the real work happens. We have to completely eradicate this illusion that success is flashy. Look, success is not driving an exotic car or standing up on a podium. Success is grinding your bones to powder at 1 a.m. while the rest of the world is fast asleep. It is the unglamorous, brutal, wildly repetitive work that happens when absolutely nobody is watching, and more importantly, nobody cares. This formula is brutally, almost insultingly simple. The guys who win big, they do 4 things right. Sleep, sweat, grind, repeat. That's it. They do it over and over and over again until their dreams actually become the reality. It's not some sudden magical enlightenment. It is sweat equity. It is waking up every single day and actively choosing the grind over comfort. You've got to operate with a really healthy level of paranoia. There is a competitor out there right now who wants exactly what you have. He wants your position, he wants your success, he wants your life. And the only way to protect it is to outgrind him. While he's sleeping, you are working. While he's eating, you are working. You have to be willing to do the hard work in the places that people don't ever see.
Section 5. Process-driven, not feelings-driven. The Law of Execution.
This right here is the ultimate law of execution, and it requires you to entirely eradicate the excuse of how you feel. Think about the difference between these two mindsets. If you're feelings-driven, well, you stop when you're tired. You give up the second it gets challenging. You act purely on what feels comfortable in that specific moment. But champions are process-driven. They wake up at 3 a.m. whether they feel like it or not. They don't care if the bed is warm. They don't care if they're exhausted. They execute the process entirely regardless of their emotion. They run straight into the pressure. Here is the ultimate accountability check. Imagine your hands gripping the wheel of a ship in a massive storm. Your life is exactly what you wanted. You are steering that ship, and you are 100% responsible for every single choice. If you are stuck at the bottom, it's because you chose comfort over the grind. If you want to rise, you must choose the process. You simply cannot be led by your excuses anymore. You can't be led by your buts, but I'm tired, but I'm not qualified. No, you take ownership right now. Champions don't get up when they want to. They just don't have that luxury. They get up when the standard demands it. Achieving greatness requires abandoning your desire for rest and dedicating yourself completely to a daily, unrelenting standard. You have to stay crazy. You have to keep your edge, and you have to refuse to let comfort kill you. And that brings us to the final, relentless command of the METLOD mindset. If you really want to win, if you want that 3 a.m. advantage, you have to realize that winning promises you absolutely nothing, but it requires everything. So you push. You push past the pain, you recycle your failures, you grow your mental teeth to become that absolute shark, and you outwork everyone in the dark. Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. So I'm going to ask you one last time before we wrap up this explainer. When that alarm goes off tomorrow at 3 a.m., who is going to answer the call?